Today I'm here to talk about a legendary gem concept that could bring value to some of your legendary gems, ones that you've been utilizing for a very long time. And I'm specifically talking about 5-star legendary gems. Now this is a concept that I've been thinking about for a while and that I actually saw some other content creators discussing in the Diablo Immortal partner program. Now this wasn't something that was being discussed as these changes are coming, but more of an idea that could better improve how 5-star legendary gems work. Specifically, if you're using some that have felt some power creep, unlike the Blood-Soaked Jade. And if I want to use a realistic example, we could talk about my Seeping Bile. Now, I just did put out this video a few days ago talking about how to unlock free gem power inside of the game, a way that you can use the system to awaken 5-star legendary gems and have a lot more gem power. This is something that's extremely valuable. A lot of people have loved this video, and if you're someone that's trying to better your legendary gem game, this video can definitely give you some insight on how to do that. But talking about my Seeping Bile, I bring up that video because within that video, I awaken my 4 to 5-star rank 6 Seeping Bile, which is probably one of the most power-crept gems inside of the game. What does power creep mean? Essentially, it means it was good at one point in time, then other gems have come out as time has gone on, and with those other gems being better, it's just slowly gotten worse and worse, and sometimes it can even get to a stage of being irrelevant inside of a game. This often happens inside of games where you collect heroes, and the heroes become irrelevant over time. In this case, it's really just the case of these legendary gems. So I'm utilizing this gem. Even though it's been power crept, it's still part of my build today because I want that gem resonance and I want the power that it brings from utilizing it. Now, of course, the system inside of the game that has been added is the power infusion, power transfusion. Essentially, we're able to make our gems now dormant if we want to. For example, this is a rank 3 Maw of the Deep that I used back in the day. I didn't want to use it as gem power, just as food and destroy the gem altogether. I wanted to extract the power so I can then use that gem power to upgrade other gems. This is actually really nice. It's a great feature and it's something that essentially everyone should be using, and obviously it's something that we talk about inside of this video as well. But this feature doesn't 100% solve the problem of power creep, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, my Seeping Bile at rank 6, it's taken me a long time to get there. Not only is it the gem power that you need to attain, but you need to attain copies of these gems. And these copies either are expensive in platinum in the market, or you have to get really lucky with your drops when you're doing your Elder Rifts. And the more gems that we get, the more difficult it gets to drop the ones that we want, unless if there's some type of an event going on where we can actually, choose our drop table, which is actually becoming a more frequent thing, which is another nice feature inside of the game for getting these upgrades, but you're still waiting for that RNG. But what if I were able to take this gem and to be able to convert it into another gem that I want? So think of it like this. I have my Seeping Bile. It has all of the Seeping Bile copies within it. It's basically a gem that can be used and get good resonance from, that has its effects still, but it's been power crept by time. Or if I were able to just have a one-time ability to take this gem and convert it into any other 5-star legendary gem that I want. So let's say you're a player. Let's say you're a low spender, even free to play, and you have a Seeping Bile gem. What if you were able to convert that over into one of the S-tier gems inside of the game, like a Roiling Consequence, or a Colossus Engine, or even one of the new Blood Flow gems that just came into the game? That could be something that's very valuable. And it's also something that could be overused. So my concept here is that this could be something that could be earned, some type of a token or reward that can be earned for completing something in the game, not something that is very often come upon, something more that's quite rare that you don't get often at all. I'm talking about maybe one time a year you have something huge where this could be attained, maybe twice a year. But once you do it, maybe that gem can no longer be converted again. Maybe there's a one-time conversion available for the gem. And in doing this, it's going to prevent you from having to get all of the copies of that new gem to get it up to that rank 6 like we have our Seeping Bile right here. So instead of making my Seeping Bile dormant and extracting all of the gem power from it, getting that value, because again, we don't want to throw this gem out. Who knows if there's going to be an update? Who knows if there's going to be something that makes this a relevant gem again, or if there's going to be a build that requires the poison DOT? Who knows? So you don't want to get rid of it. But if we had the ability to convert it and to not have to get all of those copies to get what we convert it to the same rank 6, I think that could have some massive value. Now, of course, we know this would hit Diablo Immortal and Blizzard and NetEase in the pocket. They wouldn't be able to have you have to purchase the platinum or the legendary crests to attain the new gem that you want. But that's why I'm saying it's a great, amazing thing to do for the community. Quality of life improvement, and it solves an issue of players that aren't big spenders being able to put gems in their slots that are actually a bit more viable for the times. This one's been out for 3 years, and it was good for a while, and then it's really not anymore. So I think this could be cool. I think the balance that needs to happen, though, is this can't happen that often, or else people will always be converting their gems, and then Blizzard will never make the money that they want to make from legendary gems, and that won't work. It would just never be done. It wouldn't be implemented. But I'm thinking if there were, I really do believe that a one time a year, maybe at their year anniversary, if you complete something inside of the game, some big task or event, that's not going to be easy to do. Maybe it requires a decent amount of grind to do it, but it is attainable by all players. If that's done, if we could then have the ability to make that change, that swap, I think it would be cool. So my question is, because again, this is a concept. This is not something that has even been discussed with Blizzard yet. It hasn't been brought to Blizzard. This may be one of the first times that it's being discussed where they see it. We need to think about what's reasonable. It can't just be what's great for the players, because then it may not come. You know, the concept may be just breezed over. It has to work for Blizzard as well, for the developers as well. It can't completely suck the money from their pockets, or else, well, then maybe it won't happen. So the question is, to get your Seeping Bile and to turn it into your blood-soaked jade, what do we need to do? Is this something that should happen one time per year? Is this something that should, once you do it one time, that gem is then locked and cannot be converted again? Or when the next year comes around, should you be able to convert any of the gems that you have that you want to, including the one that you'd converted that one time around? I think this saves players a lot of headache, and maybe even the inability for low spenders to be able to improve their legendary gems over time, really making them feel stuck in the gems that they have. Now, some will argue, well, they can just make it go dormant, and then they could take that dormant gem power and put it into a new gem. But when we think about the free-to-play players and low spenders, a lot of them don't have the ability to get the extra copies as regularly as they would need to make the gem up to a rank 4 or even a rank 5. This is my concept. I think it would bring some great quality of life. I know that I would particularly use it myself, and there's quite a few gems inside of the game right now that could benefit from being put on the shelf and be converted into something else. And I guess the other idea would be just give some of the old gems a buff. So this is definitely one I want your guys' thoughts on. Let me know in the comment section below, and just so you know, Blizzard watches a lot of these videos and probably combs through the comments, so definitely a good idea to leave your opinions in there. Additionally, guys, I'm going to be going live today. It's a Monday. There's a ton of experience to gain. We have collected absolutely nothing yet from the previous week, and we just have a lot of rewards that we can gain here, gaining some Paragon levels, which will be sweet. And as you guys can see, there are only 2 days left actually 3 days left in the battle pass. So once we claim our rewards today, we will claim them every single day beyond, so that we don't miss out on any of those sweet experience points. Guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope to see you in the live stream, and let me know your thoughts down below.